Hello there everyone, how's it going? Sheffield Ram here, bringing you back a brand new video here on the channel. And today guys, I'm going to be counting down my top 15 Derby County goals of the decade. So, yeah, let's get a crack on. So coming on at number 15 guys, I've put Derby County's team goal against Yeovil Town. Now this goal's really well worked. Obviously you've got every single player getting a touch of the ball. It's played really nice, fluid passing football. And it's just really nice to see, not every single goal's got to be, smash it from distance or get a really good assist on the volley. You know what I mean? It's sort of like, it's how you play the ball, it's how you get the goal. And it's really good build up, very unselfish goal. And yeah, I put it in number 15 just because of the fact that it's my least favourite out of the top 15 that are on this list. On to number 14 guys, and I've put Jamie Ward's goal against Nottingham Forest.
Derby to carry on here, carry on he says. It's not our problem, it's Ward against Majewski. Ward to the byline, and still going Jamie Ward, it's a great run and he scored! Jamie Ward with the equaliser! Forest wanted Derby to put the ball out of play.
Now, the reason I put this goal at number 14 is because I like this goal as it's a really nice individual goal. On the contrary to the one that we had before, this one's really well worked by Jamie Ward. Now, the Nottingham Forest player, I believe, went down under a challenge. I think he went down injured, but the referee played on. He said, look, just carry on. So the ball was played to Jamie Ward and he ran past, I think like 2 or 3 Forest players, got to the byline and beat the defender by the byline and just slotted past Lee Camp. And it was just a really good individual goal from Jamie Ward. And obviously, in this game, it meant a lot to us, obviously, because, it was 2-1. We had 10 men. It's 2-1 against Nottingham Forest, it's a really big goal for us. And yeah, I just really enjoy it as a goal. I just prefer it over Hendrick's goal just because of the fact of, its individuality and how hard worked it was for it. At number 13, guys, I've gone for Will Hughes' goal against Brighton Hove Albion in the playoffs 2014.
Running towards Hughes! Massive goal for Derby! One step closer to Wembley. It is a hammer blow for Brighton.
Now this goal's really nice. I like the way that Will Hughes just backheels it in first time. It's just really well worked goal. Well, I've said that about all of them, but it's really nice back heel. Without having to look at the goal. And I don't know, I just really like this goal. I don't know what else to say. I just really like how cheeky it is. I'm sure a lot of people are going to disagree with me with this one, and I'm sorry to sorry to put it so far up, but I've gone with Jack Marriott's goal against Leeds United.
Mason Mount, Keogh again, and a chance for Marriott once more. He's done it.
This goal was massive, it was crucial, and it literally got us to Wembley and a win against Leeds United after all the shtick that we got off them, and it was such a good feeling, obviously, as a Derby County fan. But the reason I put it so high up is because, although it was like, a really good goal played out from the back, I just don't think that it's quite as good as the others that I've got on this list. But no, I still absolutely love it. Sentimental value, obviously, it's absolutely priceless, but yeah, it's such a good goal played from, we had Mason Mount, Richard Keogh running up, making that attack, combining, and then just slipping it through to Marriott. Keeper comes out and he just chips him. It's such a nice goal. And again, that sentimental value of beating Leeds on their own backyard after, defying the odds. It was a brilliant feeling. Honestly, it really was a brilliant feeling. At number 11, guys, I've gone with Tom Ince's goal against Nottingham Forest.
Ince on the move. Oh, they've got it absolutely right. It's Thomas Ince. It's brilliant.
Now, this goal came in the 2016-2017 season. We played Nottingham Forest at Pride Park, and it was a 3-0 victory. Benton opened the scoring, got an own goal, and from there on, Derby were dominating control. But again, if you just look at how Chris Baird plays through Tom Ince, it's a defence-splitting ball from a right back, you know what I mean? Baird wasn't really these type of pacey fullbacks, should I say. He wasn't a pacey fullback, but, he's sort of really strong. He read the game. He was a good right back. But this pass from Chris Baird, it just tore Forest apart. They just caught them out off guard. Plays it through to Tom Ince, and Tom Ince just twists, he turns, and then he just launches one, curls it into the opposite side of the net. It's just beautiful footwork from Tom Ince. It just shows skill. It shows, technicality. It shows reading the game again with Chris Baird picking him out. And it's probably one of my favourite goals against Nottingham Forest. But it's not my most favourite, and you'll see why. Top 10, I've gone for Mason Bennett's goal against Wigan Athletic.
Malone taking up ground on that far side. How he'll love to make up for his error with a roll in. A goal for Derby, and he has! Mason Bennett! How about that? Well, I think I'm 100% sure he didn't mean that, but Mark Edworthy, who cares?
So when Wigan came to Pride Park at the start of the year, it was a postponed game at first because of the FA Cup, I believe it was. So we had to push it further down the line, and so that meant that we had to play Wigan later on in the season, meaning that picking up points against them would defy our, where we finished. And we really needed to win this game against Wigan, obviously, because we were just outside the playoffs, and we were really pushing for that 6th place. And so, yeah, we were losing 1-0 at the start of the game until that absolute freak goal from Mason Bennett that you just saw. It still baffles me. I think weren't it Holmes that whipped it in, and then Mason Bennett just I don't even know what he did. He just sort of did like a half a backflip, and it just caught his foot nicely and just it looped into the net. Honestly, I don't even know. It still baffles me to this day how he scored that goal, but it was absolutely brilliant goal. And as a lot of you guys know, or probably didn't know, I did used to be a Rammy from 2016 till 2019, March 2019 is when I left. But I was pretty much Rammy for all of the matches last season, apart up until Rotherham. And I remember only just seeing this goal, but basically I just thought that I thought it was an own goal, because when you got Ramy's head on, you basically got tunnel vision. You're literally looking through like binoculars, but and you've got a black mesh over it, so it was really hard to see the goal. But when I watched it back, it was just baffling. It just baffled me. So yeah, it's definitely it's definitely worth a top 10 place on my list. At number 9, guys, it's another goal against Wigan. We've got Graham Shinney's goal.
Early cross, Chris Martin, Graham Shinney! Derby have won it right in the net! Good goal for Derby! In front of the South Stand! Derby!
If you guys remember when I did my Wigan Athletic vlog, I did say that it was probably one of the best goals I've ever seen at Pride Park. Now, when I said that, I know it's sort of contradicting what I'm saying, because I put this goal at 9th place, but it's really more down to the fact of goals that I've personally seen at Pride Park, you know what I mean? Like, what I've witnessed live. Because all the others I'm going to put on this list is like either we're away from home, or I didn't go to the match. So, yeah, that's why I put this goal where it is. But just going back to that goal, you know, it's sort of, it weren't our first home win of the season, but, you know, we were terrible in the game. You know, we were absolutely terrible in the game. Wigan bossed the game from pretty much first minute to last. You know, they held a strong back line, and it was just, I think it was like sort of the thing that makes it so good was the surprise of it, and like just how he hit it on the volley, and it's just like, it just flew like a rocket. It was mad, absolutely mad, but it's worthy of a place in the top 10 as well. And at number 8, guys, I've gone with Simon Dawkins' goal against Fulham.
In the box. It's a lovely ball. Dawkins, 5. What an impudent finish from the Jamaican international. Backheeled it in.
With this goal, this one came in the 2014-2015 season, and it was in the League Cup. We played Fulham away at Craven Cottage, and we were down. We were 2-0 down in the opening. I think it was 20 minutes or something. So yeah, it was a really bad start from Derby, but we got a penalty just before half time. Then just after this restart, we equalised, scored a third, and I think this one was the 5th. I think this was the last goal that we scored. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was the last goal that we scored of the game. But it's not exactly, you know, an absolute screamer, but I just love the skill. I love the cheekiness of this goal, you know. Just look at it again. Like, if you need to, just go back again. Just look how Simon Dawkins just cheekily flicks his heel up. It's just so skillful, and it's a brilliant little goal from Simon Dawkins. I honestly thought that Simon Dawkins that season was so underrated. Everyone used to slate him. Oh, he's a crap player. He's got no end product. But the amount of skill that he had, you know, the way that he worked the ball, how he was with his feet, how he was with his dribbling. He was a brilliant little player. He was so underrated. So I honestly don't know why people hated him. But no, this goal is definitely, definitely needs some sort of recognition and credit. And so I've put this at number, I put this one at number 8. Guys, at number 7, I've put Patrick Bamford's goal against Sheffield Wednesday. This goal came in the 2013-2014 season, and we were playing Sheffield Wednesday in a midweek match. And so we were pretty much outplaying Sheffield Wednesday in this game from what I remember. And just all of a sudden, it fell to Patrick Bamford on the edge of the box, and he just belts it. He just like looks up and belts it into the top corner. It was an absolute gorgeous goal. Absolutely gorgeous goal. I honestly never forget that goal. I remember, I wasn't watching it. I think I was listening to it on BBC Radio Derby because this was before I started going to away games. But I definitely remember like the commentary team going absolutely berserk over it. And when I watched it on the news later that day, I just remember being in awe at the goal. I literally just remember I just remember how brilliant it was, and it's definitely a goal that sticks in my mind every time I think of away fixtures at Sheffield Wednesday. You know, like I said before in the video, we were one of the best away teams in the league that season, and that goal pretty much shows it. At number 6, guys, just missing out on the top 5, I've put Jacob Butterfield's goal against Burnley. Now, unfortunately, we lost this game 4-1, and it was a really, really lacklustre performance from Derby. But the only highlight of the game was pretty much this goal, and what a goal it was. from a throw-in, a little flick on by, I think it was Hendrick, and, you know, caught on by Butterfield, he just launches it into the top corner. And I think, you know, in terms of first-time finishers, it was a beautiful goal. An absolutely beautiful goal in what was a pretty dismal match for Derby that season. At number 5, guys, I've put Harry Wilson's free kick goal against Manchester United.
Is 19. It's Wilson. Goes for it. Oh, and scores brilliantly. That is a fantastic free kick by Harry Wilson for Derby County.
Obviously, this one's still going to have to make it into the top 5 because of just the distance, the finish, the whip, the movement of the ball. Just everything about this goal just screams quality. You know, you've probably got the likes of, obviously, Wayne Rooney and probably Messi and Ronaldo that would probably even say, you know what, that goal from a young lad against Manchester United is worth kudos. I just remember, like, not having much confidence going into that game. It was only in the FA Cup, not FA Cup, sorry, it was League Cup that we played them in this one. It was League Cup, and obviously I was just like, if we lose, we lose. I don't really expect us to get anything from this game. But, you know, Wilson proved me wrong. You know, went 1-0 down, got the free kick, and yeah, it was either him or Mount. We knew what Mount could do, but did we know what Harry Wilson could do? No, not until he stepped up and proved what he could do. That left foot of his is lethal. His left foot is just lethal, and you know it's such an amazing goal when you watch it back over and over again. I think I watched that goal over and over about at least 5-6 times on the same day that it was scored, and honestly, it's just fantastic. It is a fantastic free kick. Probably one of the best free kicks I've ever seen. Heading in at number 4, guys, I've put Craig Bryson's goal against Watford.
On to Bryson, edge of the penalty area. Bryson tries a shot. Oh, yes! Oh, what a strike! A second textbook shot from 30 yards from Derby. And Craig Bryson bursts the top corner of the net.
Okay, so this goal came in the 2014-2015 season, and it was probably one of our best seasons in terms of the start and how well we were going up until like right at the end when we, you know, inevitably bottled it. But we played away at Watford in this game, and to be honest, we were favourites to win this. I remember that we were a team on top for most game. Jordan Ibe opened the scoring, and they equalised through Minari. And then Craig Bryson just pops out of nowhere. He just runs, turns, and he just belts it. Runs, turns, and belts it. That's all I can really say. It's just a really nice goal. I think it was the power and the dip in it and just the placement. And I sort of favoured it slightly more than Harry Wilson's free kick just because of the fact it wasn't really, you know, it wasn't a set piece. He had to sort of take it as it came rather than, you know, having a stationary ball. And I just really love this goal from Craig Bryson. And this was also probably the first and only game that I'd ever guessed who the Derby County scores would be, and they actually were. I remember predicting Ibe and Bryson to score in that game, and they did. So, yeah, that's another fun fact for you. Now, in at number 3, guys, I've put George Thorne's goal against Huddersfield Town. Now, it was quite a difficult decision putting it where it was, but now let me just explain why I've put it in 3rd place. Okay, considering that George Thorne is a central defensive midfielder, just the quality of this goal, like the direction of the ball, how it moves, and how it just arrows right into the top corner like at a slant, it is mind-boggling. It is really mind-boggling, and it was such a brilliant strike from, you know, someone who's more defensive-minded than attacking-minded, but he just belts it, And the way the ball moves, it's just so straight. It is so straight. It's literally like you could rule the line of the ball. It's so straight and it's so nice. The smoothness of how the ball just tucks into the top of the net is why I really love this goal. It's just such a, it's a, you know, it's a top goal, an absolute top goal from a defensive-minded player. So that's why I put it at third place. Just missing out on the top spot, guys. I put Darren Bent's goal against Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Iorfa not getting a heavy enough touch on it, so Bent can retrieve for Derby and find Will Hughes. Over the top for Bent. Oh, what a goal! A thing of beauty from Derby County.
Now, this one came in the 16-17 season, and Derby County were playing away at Wolverhampton Wanderers. This match was on Sky at the time, and unfortunately, I was working that day. But I remember watching the the replays back, and just looking. When I first saw the goal, I was like, I had to rewatch it again. I was like, surely not. Surely I've just watched something from Barcelona. But once I watched it back and over a third time, I was like, oh my God, that's a Derby County goal. And it was so well worked though, because like, just look at how Will Hughes plays him over the top. It's a chip over the top, and it's just the volley, the chip and the volley, it just goes like that. It's just so clean movement of the ball and the play. It's sexy football, and it's a brilliant volley from Darren Bent, placing it right in the middle of the net. The keeper didn't stand a chance. He stood rooted to the spot. And that is just, it definitely is worth a place in the top three. So that's why I put it second place. And at number one, guys, I put Johnny Russell's goal against Nottingham Forest.
Martin, now Russell. Russell takes it on. That is absolutely stunning from Johnny Russell. A firecracker into the back of the Forest net.
Was there any worthy winner other than this one? Probably not. Johnny Russell's goal against Nottingham Forest in the 2013-14 season when we won 5-0 at Pride Park. Now, this goal, I remember watching this goal. I wasn't at Pride Park on the day, but I remember watching it on TV, and oh my God, I was screaming, I was laughing, I was in absolute hysterics when I saw this goal go in. It was such a gorgeous goal. Like, oh my God. Now, if you want to go and watch it back, and then you'll understand why I've put it at number one and why I'm exaggerating so much. Just the way that the ball moves. So he takes it on his left foot. Johnny Russell's a left-footed player. He takes it on his left foot. The ball swerves right, then left, then right again. And it's just the movement of the ball, how it curls in an S shape and just nestles into the side of the net. It's just a thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. And he just absolutely wallops it. Hitting Hope ball. When I saw him hit it first time, I was like, no, that's going to go wide. But when it nestled in the net, it was just, again, it was something out of like amazement, something out of something I'd expect from Ronaldo or from, a really top player. But it's come from this little Scottish man who comes from Dundee United and just belts it against Forest, and it's probably my favourite all-time Derby goal, and that is exactly why I put it at number one place. But that's it for today's video anyway, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed looking back at these amazing goals, because I certainly did. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to be notified every single time I upload. And if you haven't already, guys, go and watch my Charlton video from yesterday where we won 2-1 as well. It would mean a lot if you could do that for me. But anyway, guys, that's it for today, and that is it for the year. So I will see you guys on Thursday when we play Barnsley. And until then, guys, Happy New Year. Come on, you Rams. Sheffield Ram signing out. Peace!